No.
I have a theory about Elizabeth's mythos and like how it works, but like out of character theory, obviously.
People all around the world that look slightly like Ned just drop dead as she like vigorously tries to paint Ned.
I did the eyebrow wrong. Fuck.
It's still loading. I'll just ask Siri to do all my rolls or something.
Okay. Right. As you're waiting for that, you'll have a bit of time before you have to do your first roll, though. So don't just take your time.
Dude, my boot up time is atrocious on my computer. I don't know why.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Like 15 minutes.
Last time we left off, you guys had been sent on a rather long case to uncover about a group of people who were dying, seemingly randomly being killed by their other halves. After a long and complicated investigation, you finally figured out that it was not being caused by this one individual, but rather a larger, complex issue being caused by what seems to be individuals ingesting a magical seed that caused them to go crazy and kill people. After this gathered a bit of tension, you made friends, you battled a couple of times, you got followed, you watched some people kill themselves, you helped some people kill themselves, and no one in particular. Now we get to the point where, after a long journey, you guys have finally found the place from which these seeds are being manufactured. A theater by the name of the Theater of Asphodel, the Asphodel Theater. And it is here where we are going to pick up again. And I'm going to ask for a prologue narration from Dante's done recently. Elizabeth, you've done Jasmine, you did quite recently, didn't you?
Jasmine did quite recently.
You did quite recently. I'm going to ask from Ned.
I got something planned actually for this.
What is going on in Ned's head?
So basically, him and Pedro are stuck in traffic. Ned has one hand in the ice for the champagne, the bruised one. And for this to work, I've decided just now that Ned is ambidextrous and is writing a letter with the other hand. And it's one of those things like it happens in the movies where as he's writing it, you hear in his head a voice. And he's writing a letter as the car is stuck in traffic. Dear Arabella Verose, it has been a while since we've gotten a haircut or something like that. I'm going to now detail every single thing that we have discovered about the case through this letter. And then it does like a fast forward there. That is everything we have discovered about the case until now. Now, here's some of my opinions. All right. Sometimes it really feels like I'm the only one who just like smiles in this party. Like, for example, Dante, right? This guy, he's like, I don't know, some kind of ex-cop or something. He's super detective. I was like, why doesn't he smile? It's not like any family members went Well, this bar owner, right? The bar's actually pretty nice. Jasmine, right? I don't understand anything about this human being. Keeps making people jump off of things. It's really worrying, honestly.
Oh,
but
like, game it, you don't know that. You don't know that.
One time, so that's my use. Right? She keeps wanting to make people jump, even though she's done it only one time. And honestly, it's like worrying. Yeah, but like still, her bar is like it's not that good. And yeah, man. Oh, I'm very nervous about this interaction I'm about to have with the white-haired man. It would be a shame if he was her uncle. Anyway, now Elizabeth, where do I begin? This and then like a 15 sensor bar. the noise of a sensor, and he's just like, and that's what I think about her.
Perfect.
It's like, why does she never smile? It's not like her marriage is falling apart. Well, and Isadora. Oh, I like this guy. This guy's great. He played Uno with me once, and well, that's really it. Like, I don't know. He seems like a pretty good kid. Yeah, but again, he does smile, but I would sometimes feel like he's not in the session. I mean, in his head right now. You know. Anyway, so basically, the letter is out of character. The letter is just the entirety of everything Ned would know in character about the case, and some opinions, and some information that he told him in confidence that he is not gonna respect. And he's like, and that is my letter. Great, better have my money. I've been stabbed multiple times. And he steals the note, writes the address to the hairdresser. He gives it to Pedro and says, when you drop me off, could you please take this address? Thank you very much.
Oh, nice.
Filthy,
Bravo.
rotten,
Bravo.
stinking rot.
That was a very, very, very good narration. And as you hand off the letter to Pedro, he sort of goes,
See, okay, I'll take.
and he takes it and slips it into his pocket. You get the feeling he's sort of he's a driver. He's not really a delivery guy, but he'll do it. He'll always do it. All right. And as you drive on with the traffic finally starting to abate and ease a little bit, as Pedro drives you on towards the theater, what is everyone doing?
Well, I want to get the theater prefer for does. I haven't even sent them a message back about them, so I don't know if they even realize she's read it, but Jasmine needs to be in there and talk to an uncle of hers before.
She read the message
anyone
like in
else.
the way that you look at open it so they
open
don't
it.
know you read it.
Exactly. So that now Dante was there
So
already, right?
Dante is already outside.
Let me tell you what Dante is. Dante's outside of the main entrance, standing somewhere behind, up against the wall, smoking a cigarette, looking at the clock on his telephone. And this is not something you'd be privy to as information, but if no one appears in the next 15 minutes, he's going in.
Okay. So, just to give you a bit of an idea of what this place is, the Opera House, or the Asphodel Theatre, is a black marble built building that is cunningly sort of hidden into the side of a street. It is the kind of place that is sort of the Instagram heaven for people taking pictures of like, ooh, found this little place whilst exploring Ullmanoch. It is beautiful, and it doesn't fit with the aesthetic of the rest of the buildings around it at all. The rest of the buildings are sort of old, but unfashionable and slightly on on the decline. The cobbled street that winds down towards it is well worn with the footprints of tourists over the years. And Dante Coleman, you are sitting outside as a glowing blue orb begins to fly down. Yeah.
No, I'm not going to fly down anywhere near it.
Oh, yes, you're doing...
No. I am flying straight towards the building.
Okay.
If anyone else is already there.
Are you going to go pass through the walls of the building?
Yes.
Give me a face danger, please.
Face danger?
Yes, please.
All right, not sneak around?
Nope.
All right. Does face through solid matter help out here? Wisp.
The face through solid matter is not going to help out here.
Ah, interesting. Is it night at the moment?
It is mid-morning.
Okay. In that case, I think the only thing is wisp. It's a 6.
Right. Okay. As you fly towards the building, Dante, you see this blue orb rocketing towards the building, and as it reaches the borders of the walls, there is a crackling sound like ice breaking underfoot. Jasmine, as you are rushing through the stone, it is like you meld through the first half of the stone, and then something repels you, smashing into you with the force of a right hook to the chin, but it is freezing cold. And as you repel backwards, you spin out of form, becoming human again as you drop to the ground. You're going to take a 3 bludgeoned.
Oh my god, ouch.
Does she land anywhere nearby?
She lands in a dustbin patch nearby by you.
Dante will go look over there. She looks roughly alive.
You can see, as you come over to her, whole right side of her face is steaming with what looks like ice burns coming off her.
Fuck.
Yeah, Dante just kind of looks her over and says, "Can you move?"
Let's see. Try to get up.
If you
Very.
can't move, if
pain.
anything's dislodged, you shouldn't try.
Is
But
anything
first, try
dislodged?
something that doesn't take straining.
Yeah, do
Oh.
you want to know if anything's... You move a bit, stretch out your limbs, nothing's broken, nothing's dislodged, you gotta...
Oh.
That is gonna hurt tomorrow, though.
Yeah.
And already it's starting to swell up a little bit.
What the fuck
Hell,
was that about?
it's keeping me out.
Yeah. Stop talking bollocks. What were you doing there?
Trying to get in, it was pretty obvious, wasn't it?
Why were you trying to get in?
Aren't we all?
In the group chat, you flew by without so much as a "how do you do."
Yeah, I thought being punctual was a bit more important than sending you a couple emojis.
We
Now
not
recording.
even for a second coordinated what we're gonna do. We didn't discuss how you're going to proceed.
Am I allowed? It's a public place, isn't it?
Please stop being coy. I'm not one of your.
Look, I need to get in here as quickly as possible. Jasmine gets back up
What is
on her
that?
feet and starts walking towards the front door.
Okay. You're walking towards the front door?
The others can just hurry up. I've got business to do there.
Look, I want to go in there as much as the next person, maybe even more, because I have a friend in there. I don't know in what condition he is. But if we're stupid about this, something worse might.
No, and Jasmine just is gonna go straight for the door.
Fine then.
Okay.
Get hit again. I'm just gonna stand here, observe what happens to you, so it doesn't happen to me. Go on.
Okay. You walk towards the door, Jasmine. And you get there. It is a large, intimidating oaken wood door of dark oak. Give me another face danger.
Form. How about slight paranoia?
Slight paranoia, definitely.
Yeah.
Stage, yes.
I think.
So
You
Yeah.
know what? This is
slight.
important. I'll help. I'll actually help. Dante will come up to, after seeing that she's determined, he'll kind of give her a look, saying, "You're still fucking hiding something. Make unlock the door, would you?"
Of course I will.
All
All
right.
right.
I'll catch you if you're full. Go on.
Thank you. So that's a +1 from you. Does bludgeoned in any way affect this?
It's not going to affect this check now.
All right. Face danger. That's a 30.
You curl your hand around the handle of the door, and at once you feel a cold, burning sensation as the handle goes incredibly cold. However, you now have a choice. You can twist and try and open the door, or you can pull your hand away.
Oh. Fucking hell. She's gonna try and open it.
Okay. You twist it. There's a moment of resistance. Nothing happens. You're going to take a 1 more on top of your bludgeoned. The door doesn't open, and you let go in pain.
Does that bring it to a 4 instantly?
No, it will
or is
bring it to a
like
3
one
plus
extra
1.
attack?
It'll be a 3 plus
Alright.
1. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a 4.
Okay. Ah. God, he's probably gonna have any below ground stuff in check as well. How the fuck are we going to deal with this?
What did Dante see? Did she fly up
So you
and try to
saw
open like a window?
when
Or
she flew into it, she rebounded off it. Now as she walks towards the door, she clasped the door handle, and for a moment you saw as her hand was glowing with blue energy, the handle was going suddenly covered in thick white frost that got closer and closer to her fingers, and then suddenly it hit her fingers. She burned and she pulled her hand away as she tried to open it. Didn't open.
I see.
Right.
Okay.
Travel, yes.
Okay.
Was just the front door anyone could use. So
You know what?
no one
I'm
knew
gonna
over
do
the...
two things here.
At this point as well, the builder who is busy taking down the stuff goes, "Oi! What are you two doing? It's closed. We're closed."
I'm a...
Sorry, that word cut out. Can you say again?
Oh, I'm a friend of the owners. I call
Well,
out.
I mean, well then I don't know, fucking call her then. It's closed. You can't go in there. I don't have a key. Try knocking, maybe. Jesus fucking people. He starts climbing down the ladder.
You ain't wrong.
Fuck. Right.
I'm gonna look at like Google Maps, basically. Just see what the building is like. Is there
Okay.
any back entrance, any street view that I can spot? Like,
Yeah.
if it's a public building,
Give me
it's not
an
even
investigation, please.
secret information.
Yeah.
The detail.
I'm gonna help Dante out by doing the same, just with different sources.
Okay. Give him
So
give him help, and Dante. You can definitely look that up. Give me an investigation, please.
+1 for me.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other things that apply. Yeah, nothing. Well, no. Let me.
Right.
Success.
Okay.
Well-
Ask me your questions.
All right, 12.
That's a 12.
Is
yeah.
there any access or side alley, back entrance, perhaps even underground? Is there anything like that?
Okay. You first of all, you take a look on Google Maps, and you're referencing between the Google Maps and reality and looking back and forth, and they look pretty similar. Then you notice that there is a side alley running between on Google Maps between the theater and the building to the right of it. Then you look up. There is no side alley. The building to the right is perfectly connected to the theater. You look down again. There it is. You drop to street view. The street view picture shows you that the building is there. There is no side alley, but in the maps, it is there.
I go there and we don't know what I'm doing though.
I
Like,
was helping you out, right?
I guess. Yeah, that's fair. I go and I kind of rustle in my pocket. I take a penny.
You take
Where the side alley should be.
you flick your penny, and but when your penny should hit the wall, it just goes, whoosh, and in the distance you hear, tick, 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 tick. as it clatters into in the middle of an.
Right.
Nice find. All right.
How
Well,
do they do this then? Doesn't look like mirrors. I poke my finger in. Do I feel anything?
Your finger slides through it, just as if it was air. There's no pattern displayed on your hand. There's no light diffraction. It's not any sort of hologram or anything like that.
This point, Dante will turn to Jasmine and say, down to you and Isadora, you know.
sorry, what?
It's down to you and Isadora, in my mind.
Is the point? Sorry.
The way I'm thinking about this, I still don't know and I can't connect. How did they know about King's Oath?
Right.
In the first place. Now this means, outside of them having Grace under surveillance, somebody leaked it. Which means that's either Grace himself or one of his brothers.
Right.
And the other thing that doesn't make sense in my head is who would benefit from that person in the hotel room jumping down?
Right.
You and Isadora.
How?
How?
I really
Alfred.
don't get out what this has to do with
Aren't you
wall
curious
can walk
though?
through. This right now.
Are there? Lucia's in there. She may have
Right.
someone on her side in our group. You don't care about that.
Honestly, I can handle it.
Yeah. It's you.
It isn't me.
Right.
If it was me, why would I want to fly face first into the building?
I don't know. Warn them. You didn't answer anything in the WhatsApp group.
I mean,
You
it's-
went there first.
If I
Not.
well, apparently not.
Maybe you're just lugging around trying to get in and they're not letting you in. I don't know what's going on, do I?
Well, I'm not
Somebody
working with them, if
leaked
that's
the
what.
and give us a warning.
Yeah,
was it?
I will. First of all, never ask someone to come over to my pub and just wreck my bloody bar. So, yeah, this. What am I to gain out of this?
Could I please take this moment to say that I arrive at a very
like that.
appropriate moment?
I will
I
definitely
lo-
allow
I love
you
that.
arriving
Yeah.
at this point.
You
That's
arrive
good.
Yeah.
and you hear Dante just ask, Jasmine, right there.
You saw it. It just jumped off.
What did I see? Why did he jump off? Was he under orders to jump off?
No, it saw me. It ran towards me, and apparently it didn't realize it will fall
Let's
off.
fast forward back to the bridge.
At this point,
Yeah.
Elizabeth's car is opening, the door is slamming, and she is.
Why
Yeah.
did they say you made one jump? What did that mean?
Fuck if I know. Look, can we
When
focus
Elizabeth
on
and
the
I were
wall?
holding out down Jasper, why did you say just let him go? I'm going home.
What did I
Well-
walk into?
Apparently, Mr.
On
Coleman
the way,
Mr. Coleman over here thinks I'm in cahoots with the
I
what
don't
they
think
call
you
again.
specifically are. I think there's reasons to suspect that either Grace, one like,
I can assure you that I'm not.
Hmm.
Didn't you see what he did to my bar? He carved words into it.
Oh,
A
big
threat.
fucking deal. Veto. A
Oh,
little
that,
varnish would take care of that.
that bar is nearly 100 years old and is officially an antique.
We're gonna talk
Explain
about
the bridge.
alibis. I do have to admit that it's not the best alibi. You can still do a lot if it's for the right cause. I'm not accusing you. Al.
Can we just focus on this wall over here? And I'll wave my hand through it.
Yeah. By the way, Elizabeth, you watch as Jasmine hand just goes straight through the wall and out again.
Walls, is it not?
No, I can only do that when
Dante
I'm
does the same thing to demonstrate.
Dante,
with a very no, just sticks it in with a very placid face, as in like we.
Yep.
We need to get inside.
We need to wait for the other two. Why are you in such a hurry?
Well, you don't know when they're gonna go off again. You saw.
No, I don't.
You saw. Lucia. You saw him escape. She just touched the plant and she was gone. There's probably plants in there.
Right. Who was after her at that time?
I was.
So why'd you let her go?
Because I didn't think she would disappear when she touched the bloody tree.
At this point, a very long black limo pulls up, and Ned Halford, you get out. Oh, he's gone.
Oh. He's giving us a wait signal.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm doing the equivalent of scuba diving. My main mark is. Sorry, I'm back. Anyway.
Yes.
You have pulled up just in time. Your limo has pulled up on the street, which, by the way, there's a lot of winding streets in Ullmanoch. Pedro is doing what a hell of a job getting this limo through these winding roads. It's pretty impressive, actually. The only thing you can see is a single bead of sweat that is just down the right side of his forehead as he's getting his way through here.
I've calmed down. Whew. Anyway, thank you for everything, Pedro. I'm sorry to put these chores on you of delivering letters and such.
No, it's okay. I can do.
Thanks again. Steps out of the limo. You see Ned has an umbrella, the disguise glasses on. He looks like a very suspicious character in a comic book. And he walks up, and so he claps in. What are we doing?
We're going.
We have one more left.
Yes.
Assuming they're coming.
I think we should wait for the most convincing one out of us all. That would probably be useful
Most
here.
convincing one.
Okay. I'm not gonna do this.
Hey,
Hey,
how
Hal.
about we talk about some
Right.
useful stuff?
Yes, we can. Just full disclosure to let everyone. All the information we have acquired so far.
Why?
Because we work for Grace. Are you dumb? Yes.
We don't work for Grace. Are you stupid?
I want money.
We work for ourselves. Oh, you want money? You want money? Is that it? You don't have enough. So you before we figure out what's what, before we figure out if they're on our side or not, before we figure out if they're playing a fucking game with us. Do you not find it suspicious that on the day in you, you're telling her more right now before we're about to head in for mortal, possibly danger?
Listen, man, relax. The letter has still not yet gotten there, but I don't see any reason to stop it. You could never possibly think of why they would be in that bar at that moment. It could just be that they have a tasty boy on every block, and then one of them just happened to walk in.
Planning's not your strong. Pedro, cancel that delivery.
Jasmine would like to.
You say that to
make use of-
Pedro?
Oh.
Wait, sorry. You say to Pedro, cancel that
I-
delivery?
I'm saying that.
I
Okay.
do not call.
Pedro is sort of watching the conflict going up, and the
No, he's gone. He's out of here.
The window has gone up, and then as his name's mentioned, it stops. He sort of looks over a bit nervously, and then he looks at you, Ned, and you don't say anything, and the window goes up again, and he drives off.
Dante, I have a very important question for you. Have you ever
Well,
been
Pedro.
starving?
Then ask him.
Have you ever been starving?
Yes, I have. Pedro.
So we're on the same page. I want money. Done. That's it. There's no discussion here. Let's say, for example, that we give all of our information over to Varos.
Fucker!
If they knew that we were going to be in the bar, and if they knew that we were going to be at the Wicker Hound, then what difference does it make?
Perhaps they don't know something. Perhaps you let loose something they're not in possession of yet. I want my kid back.
I want
Look
your
at me.
kid back too, but that sounds weird if I say it.
Mate. A fucking candor right now, but you may have hurt us.
Well, at least I didn't make anyone jump.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you didn't.
When will you fucking realize that some things are worse than like immediate?
At this point, by the way,
Person.
Isadora, you do arrive, having to walk from the bus stop. Yeah, go on, Elizabeth.
When Isadora arrives, I'm gonna just whisper to Ned while we're watching him arrive. You know, all of the money in the world couldn't disguise a bad personality and a bad person when I see one.
You're
And
not.
then I wave at Isadora as well.
I whisper back. No one's after you. It's in your head.
I'd like to make use of like the chaos that just happened to just leave.
You're leaving through the wall?
Yes.
Okay.
The one that's,
and as
that
no
we
one
can
watches,
pass through.
Jasmine slides backwards through the wall, and it envelops her. She's gone.
All right.
Behind that little alley you said, is there a side entrance there? Is there anything there? And what was the neighboring building? Was it just a residential building?
The neighboring building you see is what looks like so it's just a very large Victorian sort of looking house that has been worn down over the ages to the point that it is hardly livable. There is a big sign outside it that says student accommodation, see studenthouses4u.com. And it's like, it looks like pretty much like a shithole that's just been turned into student housing, as far as you can tell.
Before heading in, Dante will turn to Halford one last time, soften his tone a little bit, but still be pretty firm and say, remember what William told you? That we don't know the game that's going on, that we're pawns in this. And I told you he was right and you wouldn't listen. That's still true. We don't understand what game Grace and Lucia are playing. And we're involved in this because, well, it's easy for Grace to manipulate us. What you've done may have hurt us. Call Pedro, please. And then he just turns around without waiting for Halford on.
Okay. You step
Ned's
through.
about to say something, then he doesn't.
Yeah, you go to say something, and Dante steps through, and as the wall just envelops him, and he's gone. He steps through a wall, and is gone.
I think it's pretty clear that I will follow quickly behind because I don't want to be staying with it.
Okay. You two step through, and you're gone. Ned and Isadora, you are left on the other side of the wall. What are you doing?
They just went through that wall.
I
Whoa.
didn't know. That's right.
Crazy.
Busy. Gonna get busier.
Whoa. Can I do that? And he walks through the wall.
You step through. Easy. Your body just melds through it. Isadora?
Oh, wait. Did I get cut out?
Yeah.
No, you already went through.
Oh, you went through. Okay, cut out for me. Right. One by one, you go through the wall. Jasmine, you were the first to see it.
Yes.
You're greeted with what seems to be a rather ordinary alleyway, except all along it, carved in glowing writing, faintly blue or red or orange, actually sort of like a myriad of colors, are the words over and over again, I remember. Each one in a different hand, a different style, a different hinge on sort of the style of the person writing it. And at the far end, there is a door that goes directly into the theater. But all of the words, the I remembers, seem to get more intense the closer you get to the door. Each one is faintly sort of like pulsing.
Does anything happen when I touch one of the...
You reach out? You reach out, and as your fingers trace over the nearest one to you, it is a faintly lilac words of I remember. And the second your fingers touch it, you hear, I remember the summer back then when she was
Your voice.
so beautiful. And then it ends.
Could you repeat it, because it didn't pick up on your voice?
You touch it, and as the fingers touch it, you hear a voice cut through your mind, a woman's voice that goes, I remember the summer back then when she was so beautiful. And then it cuts out.
Alright, I touch another one.
You touch another one, you hear a man's voice and goes, I remember Lego sets and learning how to build things. And it cuts out.
Another one.
You touch another one, and it is the same over and over again. I remember fishing on the sea with my uncle. I remember learning how to carve wood. Over and over again, as you each one touching. And the same again, little instances of voices reverberating information.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna walk up towards the door. Do I see anything about...
You, by the way, you guys, as you're watching, Jasmine is touching these things, and as she touches, there's sort of like a pulse. She pauses, and then she touches the next one, and there's another pulse.
Yeah, she's gonna touch quite a few of them, so by the time she's already done with it, done with it, I bet a bunch of you are already there.
As he says, for safety reasons, drop the letter off at the door and do not interact with the shop owner and speed out of there.
There's a sort of a silent, you see the thing, the message goes through, goes viewed, and there's a ... Okay.
Okay, I put the phone away. I'm like, the fuck is in here?
Wait, did Dante see Jasmine do what she did?
Yes, he did.
Did any of us overhear any of it?
Nope, you don't hear anything.
All right, then I'll just whisper.
It's memories. It used to be people's memories, or at least them recounting the memories.
Fuck. I know what she's doing. I think. What'd you do? Just touch it?
Yeah, I touched it.
Dante touches one.
You touch one, you go, I remember the big chimpanzee at the zoo. He looked so funny. And it ends.
In memory. He touches another.
You touch another one, it goes, I remember my sister pulling my hair. God, I hated her. And it cuts.
And he just goes like a child. He just goes, yeah. It's all through. Like he wants to understand because he's like on a verge. He thinks he understands what's going on with the seed. He's like, he's right there. He's like, But yeah, that's what it'll do. You don't have to obviously narrate every single
No,
one.
there's
It'll
there's
just-
there's hundreds of them, and each one
Yeah.
tips from the mundane to the horrendous to the beautiful to the everything in between. You hear confessions, you hear wonderful memories, you hear mundane nonsense, everything.
Yeah.
It's all there.
At some point, Dante stops, just turns to others, and whispers.
No,
What do you mean?
I mean, they must be aware of this, or not.
shit, guys, one second.
way or
Wait,
another.
1 second.
Oh, yes.
Bubba. Oh, this
No, I
is
know.
in character.
No,
when I raised my voice, it's not personal. It
That
is
was
really
great.
in character.
dude, it was great. Don't apologize.
Yeah,
I
you were
understand.
so getting into it. I love it.
It's also just kind of the reason I'm stuttering so much is because like I ran into the house like tried to difficult. Still like
you're good.
in-
You're good, baby.
I'm still in panic mode from like being gonna be late.
Yeah, because I just realized halfway through I am actually like raising my voice and stuff.
Oh, dude, it's fine. Don't worry about it. But I also feel like every session is just Ned stepping on everyone's foot.
Funnily enough, none of us would have said a peep if he didn't like declare like, "Hey, guess what I did?" Guess
But I'm
what I did?
nice. I'm
Exactly,
nice.
exactly, right? And the
I mean,
thing
in
is,
hindsight,
Dante's behind his, well, what's the diplomatic word? Behind
Gold.
his arrogant exterior, he's like a decent person at his core. Things-
Ooh, shut the fuck.
But like at the same time, he doesn't think things through. You know.
Dude, Ned is a.
Sorry, guys, my dog wanted to be let out. Okay, well, yeah, what were you saying, Dante?
What was I saying? I think, yeah, I was whispering about how Anselm and them possibly haven't found this out, that this exists.
well, I mean, maybe they have found it
Maybe.
and just didn't tell us about it. So these are just a bunch of memories. Maybe it's some kind of just give them a memory.
It should be magic. Christ alive.
Well, how else are you going to explain the fact that I couldn't fly straight through that wall
Bollocks.
there?
I call this bollocks. I like my terminology better.
Right. I'm going to walk up to that door and
Okay, you get close.
test out my theory.
You get closer to the door, and you try the handle.
Oh, I don't try
Oh,
that.
don't try
handle.
that.
No,
Okay.
no. I'm going to walk up to it and I'm going to whisper to it. I remember my holding me for it afterwards.
Repeat that.
Wait
Sorry.
for something to happen. I'm going to walk up to it and whisper. I remember my mother pulling me out and call me for it.
Okay.
And waiting for something to happen, maybe even check the door, check the handle. If nothing happens.
You say that, and there's a long silence, and you step back. You see that there's writing has appeared above the door, and it says, "The first step requires a memory." And on the right of the door, there is a pen that is just in a little plant pot, just sitting there, just glowing faintly.
I take that pen, and is there anything to write on, like more obvious than the wall here?
No.
No. All right. While focusing on that memory.
Okay. You focus on that memory as you begin to carve the letters, and as you carve the word, I remember, bit by bit, that memory starts to disappear. It grows fuzzier and fuzzier and darker to the point that you cannot recall it at all. And when you look into your mind, there's just a black spot where that memory used to be. It is carved into the wall now, and it will stay there.
Oh my god. Alright, and then I try the door.
You put the pen back into the point, reach
Yes.
out and try the door, and it opens.
And I enter.
As this is happening, I would like to try something. Ned looks back at the. After you move through the wall that is like intangible, can you look?
Huh?
That's a good point.
The intangible wall. If you go through it and look back, what do you see?
You see the street behind you. It's not. It doesn't look like there's anything blocking your way.
Okay, so what Ned tries to do, put his face would be, and he tries to turn it into gold. See what happens.
Absolutely nothing happens as you try to turn it. It remains there and in.
Okay.
And
Ned falls a few eye remembers.
you touch a few. You get a couple of ones. You get a one of a guy who remembers the smell of his dog, with the first dog, and how happy he was. And you get a couple of first kisses and all this sort of stuff. And each of them are unique. Each of them belong to the person that gave them.
I want to ask a question here. Like,
Investigate.
In passing, did any of the voices seem familiar?
Did any voice seem familiar? Give me an investigation check, please. Now that you're looking for that.
What Jasmine just did, mainly because of what Jasmine just did,
Yeah.
which is wrote down a memory. First, he remembers Lucia. Remember when she dropped the rifle, and she said, "Forget me," and she jabbed. I don't know if others caught that, but Dante did. And has the theory that these are memories people gave up one way or another, or Lucia took. But now he's seen Jasmine write down a memory voluntarily. He thinks this is the theory. All along, Anselm and James and them did, and he had talked to those people. He talked to those people in the pub. He talked to those people when they were taking care of Marcus's body. We did all this thing. So, first, doesn't. This is a reoccurring pattern, right?
Yeah, this is a recurring pattern. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you'll let me. Like, what do I mark for James?
I will allow. I will allow 1 point for familiarity. Actually, no,
good.
I won't. I don't know if I will. Actually, no, sorry, I
All
won't
right.
allow that. I won't allow that. I've changed my mind.
That's all good. That's
I'm
good.
fickle.
Right, let's go. Investigate.
Oh my
Fucking
god,
hell,
you're on the
Dante's
roll.
rolls.
Look,
Yeah.
Jesus,
this is what happens
right.
when a man lives in your mind 24/7.
Okay. Yeah. What are your questions?
First one, do I recognize any of them?
Right. You try a good number. And there's one you linger on that you go back to a couple of times, and it's a voice of a guy going, "I remember my mama's singing voice. She had such a nice voice." And you try it again, and you try it again, and then you try to imagine that voice screaming. Then you try to imagine that voice shouting, "Just a taste." And you're like, "Oh, shit. Jasper Higgins."
He's been here, so for all we know, Jasper probably. Oh God, what's the second question?
Yeah.
That's the only one I recognize, right?
That's
Jasper.
the only one you recognize,
There's Jasper somewhere on these walls.
Jasper's on the wall.
And memories from what I've seen.
Oh, no,
right
no,
now
shit.
is-
There's one more you recognize. Sorry. Your fingers trace over one that's been scrawled half-heartedly, and you hear, "I remember, oh, fuck, I don't know, sister was cool, I guess."
Cassius.
Sounds like Cassius.
That was Cassius. Damn. This is the. This is the distribution center. Dante will tear away from when he hears Cassius's voice. It'll click why exactly Celia dislikes the idea of those things in her play. And he'll venture a theory to the others. He'll just turn around and he'll say, "This is probably where they came to get their first dose."
I assume you're saying this after Jasmine has already.
Have you stepped through, Jasmine? Yeah, you have. You're saying this after Jasmine has gone through? Jasmine has stepped through the door on the other side.
As Jasmine walks through, can we put a foot in between there so it doesn't close?
Sure. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a face danger, please.
May I bank the one clue? May I bank the one clue?
You can bank the one clue, yeah.
Okay.
No. I
Foot go
was thinking
bye-bye.
of helping Elizabeth, but in this case, Jasmine wouldn't help, so...
You ready to have 1.5 feet?
I mean, can I use my one power tag that's self-reliant because I made this decision myself?
I'll allow self-reliant.
Alright, let's go. Hey-ho. Oh, a 10.
Okay.
Hey.
Right.
Nice.
As you try to put your foot in between it, the door seems to push harder against you, and as you start to pull your foot back, the door tries to slam on your leg, and you pull your foot back the second away before it slams on your leg, and it slams with a crunching noise.
I think the building doesn't want us to enter.
I think we will have to go through the same procedure Jasmine just did, and Dante gestures to the walls. All of these people did.
I think I want to try something.
Wait, Ned, before you do.
Okay.
This is the currency. Do you understand?
I think so.
This is what she takes to give you the seed. Or at least to allow you entry.
I'm sorry, can you spell it out for me because I'm not touching one of those things?
I heard Cassius's voice. Oh, you don't know who Cassius is. Mate of mine has a brother. Bit of a cock, but given what I heard, he wasn't always. He used to care about her more. But he left that memory here.
I gotta be honest, that is exactly the type of person I imagine would come in here.
Yeah, you'd imagine right.
Ned looks for a particularly happy one. Do I find one that's really
after
joyous?
searching and touching a couple of ones, you find one that is almost no words. Actually, it's no words. It seems to be conveyed from someone, because the memory itself is just bright imagery. It seems to be conveyed by someone who has no concept of hearing. And it is pure, bright colors, and it is the image of just a feeling and the sight of water and a woman running on the beach. And all you can feel is the second you touch it, you get this wonderful feeling of your feet in sand and the air coming off the water. And there's just pure happiness, and it fades.
Guys, I'm gonna do something, and I'm just like, man, I hope you get this back. And I take my thumb, and I use the gold touch and just draw a gold line through it, crossing it out.
Okay. Oof. Give me a go toe-to-toe, please.
Oof, 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 oof. All right.
Interesting.
Okay, which of my negative power tags, the multiple of them, would be present here? I have exhaustion, bad decision, and stabbed, all one.
Exhaustion, yes. Bad decision, yes. Stab, no.
Okay, so I'm working with a -2 here. I got the gold touch.
Yeah.
I've got... would shamelessness apply here? I'm thinking about this one. All right. And depending, okay, this isn't a face danger, but okay, so this isn't a face danger. So would my bastion thing that is always in effect apply here?
Nope.
Okay, so this is a -1 roll.
Can I try
go
it?
go toe to toe. No, save it, please. Okay,
Okay.
I pressed it. Where is the?
Oh, that's
is it?
a 4 and a 5.
Oh wow! Right, you.
Oh, sorry, I pressed it twice. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. You try to draw the gold across it. The gold literally just sizzles and melts on touch with the words, almost evaporating on contact with them.
Ow, my fingies.
Doesn't hurt you, but you feel like there is a great feeling of annoyance and frustration at you.
So a regular Tuesday. Yeah. Okay, there is something that's not letting me do what I want to do, and it's
As
not.
you guys have not gone through the door at this point, because Jasmine, you
Yes.
have paid the price. Now you are on water. Black water. Floating on top of it. You are drifting across a churning current. And now you are on land again. You are in a room. For a moment that vision fades of you on the water and the black water moving beneath you. And now you are on hard ground inside a building. Looks like a kitchen almost. Abandoned and dark. The utensils almost rusted on the walls. And overgrown. Because every wall and every surface seems to be crawling with ivy and ferns and living things. Though living is an odd way to describe they're living, but they're not at the same time. You reach out to a fern and it sort of looks blackened and dark. Almost like it's rotting.
Well, first of all, I'm going to turn into my wisp form for safety.
Mm-hmm.
And do I see any people around?
There's no body here that you can see
Okay.
at the moment. But all other doors, there was 2 doorways to your right and your left, and there's one ahead. Sorry, so there's 3 altogether. The ones to your right and left are completely overgrown with what looks like the thick trunks of trees almost growing across them. They're blocked from entry. The only doorway open is the one ahead of you.
And that is the one I'm going to float through.
Okay. As you do that,
Yeah.
Everyone else in the alleyway, what are you doing? Jasmine's been gone a little while now.
Well, in for a penny, in for a pound, I suppose. James is there, and gotta go in. Yeah, Dante will say, let's see how this bollocks works.
Out of curiosity, did anyone hear her memory or something?
I mean, I would just to
Okay.
see. Yeah.
Okay. You
I don't
hear
think Dante
Jasmine's
touched
voice,
Jasmine's.
and you hear Jasmine's voice, and you hear a resonating memory roll through your mind. The same thing she said.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else want to do anything? Because I think we should follow the orb.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in. Dante will try the door, assuming it won't budge again.
Doesn't budge.
I have to write a memory. Just gets out any writing implement he has.
You try with just so you try with it just any pen, doesn't work. There is a pen that is stuck in a flower pot. It looks like there's a dead flower just sort of like lying out.
Oh, did Jasmine use the same?
Yeah, same pen.
Yes.
Okay, he'll take the pen, he'll go to the wall, and he'll write. I remember I was 5, I think. And it was one of those journals my dad read. It was scientific something or other, American maybe. He used to be subscribed to so many. He showed me the picture of her, and fuck me, I was scared shitless. Terrified me. I mean, I don't know why. I still don't. I was on the verge of tears, and then, well, one of my uncles started teasing me. My dad and him had a spat. Yeah. Have a little terror, Lucia. Fuck you.
As you
And he
as you
writes it
finish
down.
that off, the last of the I remember, you leave that memory imprinted, and it flashes a dark red, twists, and remains red. The door eases open.
Yeah, Dante just goes in.
Are they all red?
Can I
No,
say Dante
they're
goes in,
different
and
colours.
unlike Jasmine, he just tries to at least keep the door open and gesture somebody in.
You try, as you step through, you try to reach back for the door, and the door's not there, because you are
Oh.
water, and you are floating over black, churning current. And for a moment, that is all there is. You have paid the price, and this is the pathway now. And then you are in a room, and you're watching as the orb ahead of you is drifting towards a door.
Can I say I take another penny, and just because I'm curious, I chuck a penny into the orb just to see if it passes through or not. If Jasmine will give a fuck. He just goes, "Ping."
Jasmine, you feel a very discombobulating feeling as a penny goes through you.
I mean, I stop for a moment, look at the penny, look back at me. It's not visible where I'm looking at. It's literally an orb, but I do see Dante as I stop for a moment. But no, I've got places to be. I keep moving forward.
Okay. As you go through, Jasmine goes through the door. Elizabeth, Ned, and Isadora, what are you doing?
Any all want to do something?
Yeah. But I want to do it last.
I just don't get why we're willingly going into this obvious trap or something. I don't know. I'm not saying I know there's another way inside because I don't, but feels too easy, you know.
Oh, it's a trap. Like 100%. Like you're right.
Oh, yeah.
You're right about this one. Like everyone else, it's a trap. No, we could just say it. You know, it's a trap.
I know, but is there another way for us to get inside?
I mean, I don't know. I probably. I want to see if I can be cheeky about this. Hold on. I take out the pen, and I write on the ground. All right, can I do that? And I write. I remember something that I already forgot.
You take the pen and you get as far as the I remember part, and at once you are caught in a spasm of silence. What is the first memory that pops into your head?
Oh, the first memory pops into my head.
First thing that pops into your head.
The jumper.
Okay, boom. The second you remember that, you remember the sign of the guy running, jumping towards the orb, his hands extended out to the air, reaching towards it as he descends into darkness, and that memory is gone. Completely.
The rest of you do that too, please. That would really help me out.
What does that read? What does it read on the
You just
floor?
read, I remember. And then it's sort of like the R extends as if someone's going to continue on, but nothing continues on. It's as if you sort of gave up writing before you could finish the I remember.
Oh, you tried a cheeky thing. Do you think it worked?
No, I think it banned me from the server. Could someone please touch this and see what they see, what I see, what I don't see? Someone touch it.
I look at Isadora.
Isadora coincidentally tries to touch it at the same time.
Okay, you both touch it. You see an image of a man running, jumping into darkness and disappearing into nothing.
I don't touch it.
Oh, Elizabeth doesn't touch. Just
I haven't touched any of them.
At the same time, she looked at me.
Okay, now Isadora, please tell me what I put there.
What do I?
Yeah, do you want to tell him?
He smiles and says, "Our little experiment off the balcony."
You say this, Ned. What you hear what he says, but it's like sand draining through a thing. It just goes. It's there and it's gone immediately. You try to clutch on to what he's saying, and you cannot for the life of you remember what he just said to you.
Okay, I think I just broke me. Hold on. Okay. Okay, I don't know what to do. Let's try this again. And he
The door is open,
takes
by
his...
the way.
Can I
door
say
is
something?
open.
Oh, it's open? It's
Yeah,
open?
the
Oh,
door
okay.
is open.
Can I say something? Maybe also give Halford an idea. I would like to say that before going in and after writing, Dante will have taken out his phone and taken the picture of the thing he left. Just chick.
Of the
Put it back in
writing
his
he
pocket.
left?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
his I remember. Just chick. And
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay, so is the door like fully open or just
The
like
door
a
is open,
creak
fully open, fully open. You can't see anything beyond it. It just looks blank beyond it. Just
That
like
is
darkness.
incredibly ominous. Whew. Can I make an investigate on the door?
Of course, go for it. As you are doing that, Jasmine, you have passed through the door ahead of you, and you now stand in a large room. You're not quite sure how you know it is large, but there's something about the air in here that just feels like this is huge. It is a basement underneath the larger part of the building, and it is filled with red light that is glowing off 100 vines that are extending from the ceiling, each one holding thick, ripe pomegranates that pulse with red light, that illuminate. In the distance, as you come through, you hear the murmur of voices quite far ahead.
I hear what they're saying, or...
Do you want to hear what they're saying? Give me a sneak around, please.
Will do. I am in my wisp form.
Yeah.
Am I able to phase through solid matter here, or does everything feel cold whenever I try to phase
This
through it?
room specifically feels very, very cold, and to you, oddly familiar.
Yeah. If it feels cold, I'm not going to try and phase through solid matter. So
Yeah, all you can see, by the way, on you is rows upon rows of these plants that are extending from the ceiling. They're cutting everything off, but you can tell there is more room ahead around. It's like a maze of these plants that are coming down from the ceiling, thick with pomegranates.
Amateur sleuth would work.
Yep,
That work?
I'll allow that.
And slight paranoia. I'm like quite aware that there could be anyone around any corner.
Yeah, I'll allow that.
All right. In that case, it's a power of 3, and I roll a miss. It's a 5.
Right. Okay. As you start to pulse forwards, you hear a number of voices, and all you hear is, "Not yet. No. You've fucked up the whole thing. You stupid little... Shh. Shut up. I heard something. You! Go have a look."
Shit. All right.
Elizabeth, Ned, Isadora, what are you guys doing in the alleyway?
I wanted to make an investigate roll on the door.
Give me an
Sorry to
investigation.
cut you off.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Which of my statuses would work against me? Bad decision and exhaustion and stab. Yeah.
Bad decision that's the one you made.
Punch the wall, that's what
will,
I...
Yeah, no, that's that. You should be fine for that. But the...
is that gone? Because I was putting my hand in
gone.
ice the entire
that's
time.
Gone.
Okay,
that's
okay.
Gone now. Sorry, I was thinking
bro.
of that. It's a different thing. Yeah,
right.
that's gone. What's the other one you wanted to use?
I have exhaustion and stab as my statuses.
Exhaustion will work against you. Stabbed will not.
Okay. So, what I am going to do is to... Man, I am the worst investigator here. I don't know. Since this is a theater, would the big screen apply? Because it is
It
also
will,
not
yeah,
a theater.
I will allow it as a theater for the moment.
Okay.
If you're trying to no,
Because it is
this is not relating to the theater whatsoever. So no.
It's a door to the endless void. So
Yeah,
you know.
it's not a theater. This is not relating to the theater itself. So no.
Okay. Can I? Well, I think any. Yeah, nothing. Well, actually, I am going to argue one thing. Surrounded by wealth, right? Because, you know, technically, it is a very beautiful scene we're in, where all these lovely memories of all these lovely people in this alleyway, hidden from the
I
rest
know
of
where
the
you're
world.
going. I know where you're going. Does Ned actually see the wealth in those memories?
I mean, I think after he tried...
I'm sorry,
Yes.
as a character, I am unconvinced that Ned can see the
What convinced it? Listen. What convinced him was when he tried to cross out the beautiful one of the deaf man, and it didn't work. That's what convinced him. Now
I'm gonna say at this point you've done a lot of work on your character, but at this point you still care more about money than you care about people. So I'm gonna say you're gonna be unable to see the mental wealth of this.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
-1 roll. All right. Investigate,
Good
baby.
try though, and if you were a better person,
I die.
There is just darkness there. There is an empty void of darkness that is terrifying. It is darker than black. It is the pure absence of things, which is worse than just blackness. It is just nothing, intensified.
Fellas, I really don't want to go in there. So, do you got anything else? Like,
Okay.
you said you wanted to go last. Go for it.
This is not my last move. This is just something I've been wanting to do for a while. Because this is kind of late reaction. Isadora. To like faces Elizabeth and ask, after looking at at all the memories written, how is this easy? How is giving all these away easy?
I meant that going up to a fucking door and writing down a memory is easy. I mean, those people probably didn't know they would lose it, but...
How is giving away part of your existence easy?
Herodine, the microphone is picking up.
Yeah, can you put
music.
on headphones if you can?
I can try. No promises.
Okay.
Wait,
But yeah,
wait,
the question is
delete
still the
it.
same. The question is still the same. Why? How is that easy?
Yeah.
Wait, it deletes your memory? What?
No, how is giving up part of you easy? That's
I
the
didn't give up
question.
any part of me. I touched the thing again and
Good
don't
fucking
remember.
question, though.
Oh wait, now I realize what's happening. Oh no.
It wasn't your question.
Oh no. This is definitely not my question.
It
Oh
wasn't
god.
your question. Because some parts are sometimes better to be forgotten. I mean, I don't know what these people gave up. I'm not touching them. I don't want to know, frankly enough.
Well, I've touched them, seen them, studied them. They're not giving up what you'd consider posh memories. They're not giving away, throwing useless, he does in quotation marks, pieces of information. They're giving away not their just their emotions, not just their feelings, not just their thoughts. They're giving away their souls, their being, their personality. If this is easy, what's hard is impossible.
I think it's easy to give away something and take away part of you. Means it's one less part of you that needs to be judged in the end.
So you're saying,
Anyway, where are you getting at, smart boy?
information, knowledge is not something you throw away. It's not something that can't be judged. It is always a part of you. Forgetting it is just ignoring. And it's illogical in any logical sense. Just quiets down and goes back to listening to the written memories. And I'll try to find some headphones.
Well, that's enough. Sorry, just that's enough philosophy for me. I'm out. And it's Ned fucking cannonballs into the door.
Okay.
Just he like jumps in
and into darkness. And Ned, you are floating on water. You are in over a sea of dark, swirling abyss.
Am I able to take the pen that the door gave me with me into the door? Okay.
If you try to, it just drops to the floor.
He jumps in. That's it.
And the door closes.
Look, if I know one thing, I know that there is one responsible person in this group, and that's Dante. And I know that him being a responsible person, he puts his phone on like vibrate mode and not on loud. So I want to try calling him.
That's what I was about to ask. Actually, I was about to ask, do I get signal in the fucking room I'm in? I was sitting on that spot for like 10 minutes.
Do you try to call him with Wi-Fi or with normal? With do you like call him through WhatsApp or do you call him with just normal phone call?
Both. Do either. Do whatever works. What are you, tech support?
What is the data?
Important. Trust me, it's important.
What does the data plan in the void look like? Does the abyss have good reception?
Yo, calling through 4G.
Okay. As you are walking through, by the way, you try and phone him. For your phone buzzes for a second, Dante, and then immediately cuts off.
I look at it. Do I see signal?
You look at it. You see no signal. You see available Wi-Fi connections.
All right, then let's go on WhatsApp.
Okay, you open up available Wi-Fi connections. They are blocked though, with a lock on them, and the only one there is Dis.
Dis. Oh, cheers, mate. Thanks
and it's got a lock on it.
Badger, I love you, man.
What do you try putting into it?
What do I try putting into it? So I kind of look around. I mean, look, Dante's a well-read man enough to like go, fuck you. Like he once again goes, fuck symbolism. That's what he'll send in the WhatsApp group. He'll just say, fuck symbolism. See if
you can't get through to the Wi-Fi at the moment. You need to enter the password first.
Oh, for this?
This is the Wi-Fi is Dis, and you need the password to get into it.
I hope to God it's not one of those movie moments where I have to go and write, like, I fucking forgot her name already, Persephone or some bullshit like that. Like, I hope to God it's not one of those.
Do you want to try writing Persephone?
No.
Okay.
Because I don't remember her Latin name. That's the problem. I don't remember her Roman name. I remember Demeter. I think No, she doesn't. Fuck. I don't remember a lot of romanticized versions. I don't remember outside of the obvious ones like Juno and Jupiter and Diana.
Okay.
And shit.
So do you write any of that in?
Do I write any of that?
Do you write?
No.
No.
I'm not gonna connect to strange Wi-Fi. Like,
okay.
No. I'm just gonna have to wait for them. I'm gonna try the next door. Is what I'm gonna do.
Okay. You step through, and the first thing you see is a blue orb floating in front of you, and you hear a spasm of like voices, and you hear footsteps coming towards you fast.
Did I see Dante in front of me?
As you come through, you just see Dante's back as he opens the door now, and beyond him there's a glowing blue orb.
Okay.
Are we in the dark?
You are in the half dark. It's sort of like a faint light that is glowing through off the red pomegranates that is glowing, giving
What
a
do we
reddish
see?
light.
Oh, just
You can see a
pomegranate.
reddish light coming off these thick, fat pomegranates that are coming down from the ceiling that are illuminating this basement around you. But the basement is broken up by these corridors of these plants extending down from the ceiling that are blocking out vision from everything behind them.
Is it like an expansive basement? Or is
You
it like
have
a
no idea,
wood?
but it feels like it. The air in here sort of feels like there is room here. It's hard to explain, but it's like there's this feels like a very large space, and there is just pomegranates as far as the eye can see, all extending from the ceiling, all glowing faintly red with pulsing red light that goes.
You know what? Dante will call Jasmine over, hoping she would respond somehow. He'll just like whistle slightly, like orb. Hey, old lady.
And the voice of the person stumbling closer.
You can hear footsteps coming closer and closer, and you can hear two voices going. Taste, no taste, my taste, your taste, my taste, and you hear a gun snapping shut.
Oh my god. And a jaw snapping shut. Okay.
I'm going to give one last jumping over to the other side as you're doing this.
Yes,
give me
thank you.
Jumping over to the alleyway. Isadora, Ned, Elizabeth, what are you doing?
It's only Isadora and Elizabeth.
Ned already went in.
Ned, it's got it's just Elizabeth and Isadora standing there. What are you doing?
Isadora, I think we don't need to ask what Isadora is doing. She's just smiling. But Elizabeth is literally like pacing back and forth with like the phone in her hand. Do you step close to
the door, Elizabeth?
I mean, at some point I do.
You get close to the door. The second you get close to the door opens and you hear a voice going, "Mistress."
Oh, you cut out.
It says, "Mistress."
Mistress.
And the door opens.
What the fuck?
I don't think I noticed the first time, and then
you walk back, you don't even notice, and you come back again, and it goes, "Mistress."
Oh no.
I think third time's a charm, and third time I actually look at the door and I see it's just
open.
And like open, and like I look at this door, I'm like, hey, the door's open.
Except to your eyes, it doesn't look like water or blackness. It looks like paint.
Hey, the door's open. And I walk in.
And Elizabeth, you are walking on a painting. You are walking through watercolor and acrylic and across canvases, and you are now standing in the room. Just as you see ahead of you, Ned is beside you. Beyond is a glowing blue orb, and there is Dante standing beside the glowing blue orb as two voices are coming closer and closer, and you can hear getting closer. Isadora, you are alone in the alleyway.
Okay. As Isadora looks with growing disgust at all of the memories that are gone. Well, not gone. Taken. Stolen. Not just forced. All of the trapped remnants of life. He takes a deep breath. And he starts looking differently. I'm going to try and burn the tag moves and pawns to wipe out all the names.
Okay, so that's to burn a tag is to pass a test, is to pass a check. If you want to wipe out all the tags now, that is going to be a stop holding back.
Sure.
Right. So
I'm just gonna.
I need a.
All right.
Matt is like, I did not.
Man's about to use the checkmate move. Holy shit.
Yeah.
He's gonna flip the board over.
Right.
Guys, we haven't even met the bad guys yet.
Yeah.
He is flipping the board
so
over.
Also,
slow.
like, can I ask something? Like, what particular like aspect of your mythos is doing this, and why?
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that in a second. I'm just gonna tell
Sorry.
you. Right. Okay. So, what is it that is taking over? You're trying to wipe out all of these things at the moment. What is it that is driving your mythos to do this right now?
It's kind of Isadora at the same time giving himself to the mythos, to the system, while making them system himself.
Right.
Making his system wants what the system wants he wants. It's becoming less human, but his wants are more imprinted onto life.
Okay. With your mythos and what I know it is, and with what you're trying to do, there is basically just to give people an idea. If you don't know what Stop Holding Back is, I will rank it either significant, no return, or ultimate. On a significant, on a roll of 7 to 9, you will mark fade or crack and burn all of the power tags on one theme. Okay? If you get plus 10 on that roll, you'll just mark fade or crack on one theme. No return, on a 7 to 9, you'll replace one theme completely. On a plus 10 mark, you'll just get a fade or crack and you burn all the power tags. Ultimate, pretty much, on a 7 to 9, you are killed or destroyed. Transformed forever. Take a tier 6 status. You cannot face danger, or on a plus 10, you just replace one theme. This is just as significant. So I want you to make just a base 2d6 roll plus your logos of a significant. If you get a 7 to 9, you mark fade or crack on one theme, and you're going to burn all tags on that. But if you get higher than that, if you get 10 or higher, you will just mark a fade or crack on one theme. So, how many logos do you have?
This is a no return, you said?
This is not a no return, this is significant.
Just a second. Reading.
So,
Wait.
all I need you to do is roll 2d6 and add your logos to it. How many logos do you have?
I have 2 logos.
You have 2 logos? Roll 2d6 and add 2 to them, please.
I'm just gonna hope
That it's higher than 10? Yeah, me too.
Yep. Do I add my status to this?
Nope. This
Thank
is
you.
a straight thing.
It's not even on like the character sheet. I just need to.
No, just roll 2d6. Just roll 2d6 plus 2. That's all you need to do. Just 2d6 plus 2. Whilst this is happening, by the way, the voices are getting to the point where they are really close. What is everyone doing in the other room?
Okay. Jasmine's gonna pull a real dick move, but she really wants to see her uncle and have a good talk with him.
Wait.
Oh?
Do you respond to Dante first, or you just
No.
Okay.
Because she is going to...
Can I take like 3 hit points per session? Is that allowed?
We'll get to that.
She's going to, the moment she sees one of those people, she's going to try and lead it to the doom by, leading it towards the others so that she can float past.
Right. As you do that, you see that there's, by the way, around the corner, 2 people come running, one of which has a shotgun, a double-barreled shotgun in his arms, and he is running across. Both of them are tasty boys. There are masks over their faces. They come round. The second one has a knife. They see you and immediately goes, pulls up the gun. Everyone else on the other side, you can see this gun is slowly raising between the orb, and as with that, Jasmine, give me a convince check, please.
I want to use a hurt point. Fuck you.
Okay. Meanwhile, out in the alleyway, Isadora, you raise your hands out and begin to focus. Each of the memories swirling around you as you focus on them. There are hundreds here. Hundreds of people have come through here, given a memory, and passed through the other side. And as you focus, you hear them all. Every single person that has surrendered some part of themselves. And as you reach out, like a light, you snuff it out. To snuff out the first one, you feel a spasm of pain. but you are unable to stop yourself as you reach out and handful by handful, like you are putting out 100 candles at once with your body, you begin snuffing out these lights one by one by one. The pain is excruciating as it burns across your body. And with that, you watch as the writing begins to...
Can I ask a question?
One by one.
Of Herodine? When you do this, do you return the memories back to the people, or are they gone forever?
He does not know.
I do not know.
Do I get my memory back?
In your room, Dante, as you're standing there, you suddenly get a flash of a memory of seeing the planet Earth.
My dad. Yeah, planet Earth. Yeah.
As the memories begin to... I need you to mark fade on one of your themes, please. Isadora. He scored an 11, which means he doesn't take not all of his tags. His tags remain unburnt, but he does take a fade on one of his things.
Meanwhile, that you just which any theme?
Any theme. It has to be a mythos theme.
Does it?
Well,
on no return, do you replace a mythos theme?
It's got to be one that's tied to what you did. It's because otherwise it doesn't make sense. Like, why would something else break from? It's got to be something tied to what you used.
I'm just gonna use the one that I originally intended because it's just the one that affects existence.
Okay, and with that, that's gonna take a fade. Can you please give me a convince check, please, Isadora?
Yes.
No, Isadora. Jasmine.
Jasmine, right? Yeah.
The Isadora Gambit. Holy shit.
I think also Elizabeth and Dante are both... You know how Dante's using a hurt point?
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what he's going to do? He's going to stand right by the orb, cool as he can be, just get out a cigarette and light it.
Yeah. All right.
I'm not gonna do it like that. I am. She's trying to send them to us. I will just use a hurt point by staying as hidden as possible.
Good.
Yeah, fair.
Ned wishes he could use a hurt point because suddenly there's a rush in his head of you made him jump. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, you got the memory back.
Oh my god, yeah, but you don't remember me.
You just remember a guy jumping. You don't know that. You don't know that Jasmine.
And we don't know.
You don't know that Jasmine did it. But yes, as that happens, I need you to give me a convince check, please, Isadora.
Yes.
Jasmine. Sorry,
Jasmine.
The Isadora Gambit.
With minus.
I'm going
-2.
-2, yes.
Hurt.
I'm going to use trustworthy appearance, which is part of my form.
I'll allow that.
I'm going to use lead them to their doom.
Yes.
And slight paranoia, since I don't want these people keeping me back, and I know they're gonna do stuff to try and keep me back.
Okay. I will allow that. So that's gonna be just a +1 roll. For convince,
plus two.
Plus 2.
Form,
Sorry, that's my bad. Right. Miscounting.
Convince. Here we go. It's an 8. Mild success.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Okay. That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
What status would you give them if you're going to give them one?
I would give them. I'm trying to find a good word for
dissuaded,
unsure
unsure
who to attack.
Yep.
Because,
okay. Perfect. Yeah. They'll take that. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You watch as they come around the corner. They go, and one of them starts grabbing for the gun. He goes, wrenches it out of his grip, pulls up the gun, and he's gonna bounce it between the wisp form and all of you guys. And as he's gonna be bouncing between the two, he pulls the trigger. So everyone, I need to take a face danger. But it is going to be with a I'll tell you now. It's gonna be less damage because he's not able to take a full.
Can we say because of our positioning that Dante's at least next to the orb, so it'll have to go through him to get to Ned and Elizabeth?
Oh, yeah. Geographically,
I did say I'm getting right
geographically I'll allow that. So it's just going to be Ned and Dante and what is it with my brain today? Just gonna be Dante and please a
Jessica.
Jasmine. Jessica.
I'm going.
Please
My
give
gang,
me face dangers.
my
and,
boy
Yes, I would
standing
like
up for
to-
us.
Jessica,
Are
can
these
you have
tags
a
alright?
+2?
Knowing
for
your
me?
roles, this is actually the best lineup.
Badger, are these tags alright, mate?
So I would like to use wisp form and phase through solid matter.
Yes.
Since these are physical guns being shot, right?
Yes. This is a physical gun.
All right.
Or you think?
Do I get a plus from that stuff they've got, or do you?
You do get a +2 from them on being unable to decide.
All right, love that. And face danger. That's a 9, mild success.
Right, you're gonna take a 1 peppered as this kind of fires in the thing, and a spray of bullets comes across, and a couple of the chunks seem to embed into your form. The speed that they go through, hitting you. Dante
11.
just stands there as one of the pellets goes through his
Smoking.
cigarette, but doesn't extinguish the cigarette, and he continues to take a deep puff, and none of the pellets seem to hit him extraordinarily, as they all just go around him.
And Dante will just grab the guy who was just shooting. Just fucking grab him.
Give me a go
in
toe-to-toe.
hopes, yeah, in hopes that he can distract these fuckers from discovering people behind him. Give them time to, like, do their stuff.
100% Mr. Bean. I call it.
Give me a go
Fuck
toe to
off.
toe. Meanwhile, Isadora, you are standing in the middle of the alleyway. All the lights have gone out. You are panting, exhausted, and it feels like you have been burned 100 times over your body.
Mr. Bean.
Is the door closed?
Is the door closed? You turn to it. The door is closed. It has that same writing. The first step requires a memory.
I walk over to it. I just thought of something. So, no, I'm not gonna. I walk over to it. I first of all, right, warning, do not do this.
You try to write it, it fades instantly.
Okay.
Fades. Nothing.
Annoyed face. He just sighs. And he doesn't write words per se. He just writes a simple emotion. It's right there near the wall, so it seems like it's a simple answer to the statement above that the first step must be taken with the memory. It simply states. Oh.
Anything you try to write other than I remember fades.
Yep. It's not even he does write a memory, but he doesn't start with an. Does he have to write an I remember?
So I remember, yeah.
He writes, I remember a person named.
So the second you finish the R on remember, your mind begins to spasm with thoughts. What is the first thing that comes into your mind?
It's seemingly random, but to Isadora, it's not. It's completely logical. It's a person he met 7 months and 2 days ago, named Charles Darwin. The person was a mailman, 40 years old, and like peanut butter.
Do you write his biography as like I remember?
That memory edges into the wall and the door opens. And as it opens, jumping to Elizabeth, Dante, and Wright.
Can we take a 15-minute break?
We can take a 15-minute or a 5-minute break.
Like, I don't care, just as long as I can go to the bathroom. Okay, bye now.
Thank you.
I heard a 50.
Yeah, same.
Wait, can I describe
Well, see y'all in a bit.
what it does as he walks through the door?
Yeah, go for it, yeah.
He looks at the I remember. He knows although he knows it's gonna fade, he's like touching it one time, letting the memory fade away, and like with the face of something to any other person, confusing sadness, he just walks through the door, and he starts smiling again, like, but the smile is small, but at least it's sincere.
And you step through, and you are gone. Wait, I'm gonna be 1 minute. Right back.
Dude, you pulled off the Isadora gambit.
By the way, can I say, like, if we knew that you did this, there'd be like a serious consideration for a health point. But Dante has no idea that it's Isadora who gave him the memory.
Oh no.
None. Like none.
But they do know, they will know, like, it's like it is mentionable that Isadora was the last one outside.
Yeah, but he's not gonna think too hard about how it happened. You know what I mean? He might think that it's Lucia fucking with him because he did give her like a terrifying memory specifically.
Not even necessarily Dante. It's just all the memories.
Yeah, but we didn't talk about this. You know, he doesn't know.
I was so sure you're gonna write down, "I remember what I just did," and then no one would ever know it was you.
I would bring it so the pain of it will go away. Isadora is not a hypocrite.
Dude, what if you wrote the?
Where's Badger? I wanna say something to him.
Dude, what if you wrote the troll?
Can I? By the way, can I say you need to come up with alternative theories? You can't just keep saying Mr. Bean.
I don't know, man. That's pretty Mr. Bean-like. That he's just chilling, smoking a cigar, shotguns fired at him, and perfectly outlines his body.
Dante was unperturbed. He wasn't like Mr. Bean doing some dumb shit, like taking off his fucking pants through his trousers.
Yeah, trying to eat clam with a fork.
Can I say something? Can I say something, Badger? I wanna like really compliment you. That detail about the pellet going through a cigarette and leaving the cigarette unextinguished. You say yes, but like I have more reason to compliment you on it.
Absolutely,
dude. Oh my god,
that was exceptional.
What's that?
That was damn. I'm gonna more as Isadora this like last 10 minutes than I did the entire. Ever.
Do it more, bro.
Yeah.
Isadora's a social butterfly. Why is he so quiet?
Exactly.
He doesn't need to talk.
He does.
You have to if you're a social butterfly. You gotta talk to people.
Yeah.
Not if you do it correctly.
Nah, it's Chess. He's quiet.
That doesn't work. It's Chess is quiet.
Chess is quiet.
He takes 5 minutes for every line. Like he considers it really heavily.
You ever watch New Girl?
No.
So there's a thing in New Girl where the guy he basically meets a Korean guy whilst he's out jogging, and he has these deep, meaningful conversations with the Korean guy, but the Korean guy never says a thing. It's an old man, and he just sits beside him, and he just talks to him. And the old man just sits there and just nods, and he's convinced this guy is really wise. In truth, he doesn't know any English at all, and he's just listening to him.
Oh my god! Here's a fun headcanon that I just thought of. Fun headcanon that I just thought of. I have not watched New Girl, but what if that Korean guy was the main character from Old Boy?
Old Boy is fucking amazing. Sorry. Have you seen Old Boy? Don't die. Sweet Jeebus, why you do this to me? Why you do this to me? Internet. Fuck you, Ireland. Fuck you. Work. Please, God.
See,
Convene meteor land directly
There
in
we
front of him.
is that what you think Dante does?
Oh, you go trash the city.
You heard that bounce that cannon and he just like froze.
Yeah, the Irish want you to discover,
You
so
said
they
the
cut
old,
off.
and you're stuck. Like,
The old boy.
Ned touched you.
I was saying Old Boy, the movie. Did you say Old Boy?
Yes.
Old Boy is a fucking amazing movie.
Right?
Oh my
It
god, it is
So the
unbelievable.
main character from that is the Korean guy in New York.
Yes. Yes.
And movies are actually
There
pretty
you go. Here's a
Oh,
hack cannon.
that is
Cinema
that
doesn't
is
break it.
one of the best like movies I have watched by accident. Like
so good.
I watched that completely by accident, and I have never been
By
like,
accident.
yeah.
You want to know what movie I watched by accident?
What?
It's still one of my favorite movies. It's not one you'd watch these days for reasons you'd realize once I name it. But like, I watched it by accident. And I was like,
But
completely.
what?
Oh yeah, he's laughing.
Yeah,
Yeah, he'll laugh.
No,
He'll laugh.
no, are you?
Yeah. Yeah, he'll laugh.
I do not
100%.
torture us like this.
100% he's.
I can't. I've got to admit, my internet's on the spaz right now. I can't hear what any of you guys are saying. But someone left. I don't know who it was, but someone left.
To my fucking.
No.
Yeah.
I'm so troubled. Not.
Well, Matt's can't hear.
There we go. Can you hear it? Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
How you doing?
Oh
Can you hear
my
us?
god.
All right.
Oh, thank fuck.
Fuck.
So Matt, how do you accidentally watch Old Boy?
These three, right? They thought you were fucking with us. I told them no. He
Whoa,
wouldn't.
whoa!
Fuck.
It's
Okay.
exactly the
Fuck
other
you
way
guys.
around.
Dante is the only one who's loyal. By the way, yeah.
But
Out of
Also,
order.
I post episode 7, and who goes like, "Oh, I'm super excited for this," and I open it up, and she's talking about a different episode of a different show, Syriinx.
what?
So
Rolling
it-
in the mist is good,
Yeah,
alright?
I know it's good. I know it's better than this. Shut up.
I saw that. Because like every
I
time
was
you
like-
post, I'm interested in what the reception is.
Yeah, I was
and then I
opening it, I
saw
was
the
like-
response like Syriinx is like, this is so cool. And,
I was like, oh, she's talking about us. I'm like,
no,
oh, that's so nice of Syriinx. It's so cool to talk about. Oh,
Look,
she's
I
stopped
can
even talking about us.
In defense
Rolling in
of
the
a
Mist is
fellow
amazing.
player, you can't big yourself up too much.
I'm
You
no,
have
I'm
to, like,
I'm joking.
compliment
Like
other
I'm
people.
joking, but like I.
Hey, look,
I
all
love-
right, don't go throwing a hissy fit at me. Look at my Twitter. I've been promoting the show, all right?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. By the way, you know I'm joking, right?
Damn.
No, I don't.
Oh man.
Fuck.
Holy sh- Dude, this would be the moment that if this was a TV show, the fandom went fucking nuts when Isadora deleted the names.
Oh,
This would be-
yeah.
They would Isadora would
Yeah,
just
we're
be
not
like,
even done with today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
crazy
Shit's
shit
gonna happen.
coming.
I tell you that, boy. I tell you that, boy.
Speaking of
Right.
Is it-
that was
is-
something.
Isadora
Alright,
just goes,
can I go toe to toe with the idiot now? So, he doesn't
So
know
yeah, you
the
can
others?
definitely go toe to toe with the as he is. He's running towards you with the shotgun extended. He still has one more shot in the barrel, by the way. As he's running
Does-
towards you.
Death Wish and
Oh,
Moral
yeah.
Armor reply.
Death Wish definitely. Moral Armor definitely. You're blocking a bunch of other people. Yeah.
Okay. Go toe to toe. What else is there? Nothing, I don't think. Ooh, given what I'm saying, which is what I'm gonna grab him basically, and I'm gonna tell him Lucia's gonna want to hear what I have to say. Lead me to her. I'm basically trying to get to the heart of the matter and leave the others alone so they can like operate well. You know what I mean? Like lead people away from them. Can I mark passing for Rongan?
No.
Nope. Okay.
No.
Let's go to top.
Go toe.
What did I roll? 10. All right. I will manage to achieve my goal. I'll take his gun. Can I take his gun away from him?
Yes, you can.
I'll take his gun away from him. I'll grab him, which will be the block, dodge, or counter their best attempts. I'll grab him and say, I don't know if you can hear me, Lucia, or I don't know if you can hear me in there, but we need to talk.
Okay.
Lead the way, doofus.
You grab the gun and you yank it out of his grip, and as it spins out, as it comes spinning out of his hands, you say that thing about Lucia. Seems to have no effect on him, and as the guy beside him start to pull out their knives. What is everyone doing? They are drawing their knives and striding towards you.
Okay.
I want to fly.
Can I mark
straight
story
past
tag
them.
for that?
Oh.
Like temporary story tag, shotgun or something?
Yeah, you have a shotgun. Definitely temporary story tag shotgun.
Can
I
you
would like
describe
to-
this room perfectly, please? Sorry, before
Okay.
you go.
No, that's a good one.
All
That's a
you
good
can
one.
see at the moment, as you've stepped through this door, you know that this is a very large cellar, but from what you can see, it's just a corridor of pomegranate plants that are descending from the ceiling that are all pulsing with reddish light. From around, it's very dark in here. The only thing is the reddish light that illuminates, but it illuminates in pulses. You get the impression that this basement is extremely large, but from what you can see, all you can see is the two men in front of you and the distant sound of what sounds like a third person further on.
How tall is the ceiling?
What is Syriinx doing? Why is she holding up her phone and tapping it?
I don't know,
The
it's very
ceiling
dark and there's a bit of fucking lantern on.
You can see because the pomegranates are lighting, but the ceiling is quite small, just over head height, sort of like 6 foot, 7 foot tall, not huge.
I know what I must do, but first, Jasmine.
Yes, Jasmine is going to try and fly past the enemies and towards the other into that room where they came from.
Right, it's not a room; it's
way
just
out.
a larger part of the basement. But you want to fly past them?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
if I unless I don't
Give me a
see
sneaking.
anything,
Give me a
like
sneaking
a door
around
there.
give me a sneaking around as you try to fly past them, whilst they are drawing their knives. What is everyone else doing? Isadora, you bamf into the room just as you see this is going on up ahead.
Well,
What is everyone else
suppose-
doing?
Isadora just walks in, emotions filling his head, and he sees what's happening. Just face goes blank. Who's at the point of most imminent danger right now? Who's in the most?
Probably
Dante,
Dante
I think.
is standing right in front of two guys who are drawing their knives. He has a shotgun in his hands, but he's right in front of two guys drawing their knives.
I am going to need to understand. Well, I'm going to first, I think, fortify his intent, fortify him. Cast that, strengthen, simply.
Okay. That's gonna be helping him. Do you have a help on him?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
what is everyone else doing at this point? Just to get an idea whilst I'm.
Honestly, nothing.
Man. All
Trying
right.
to hide.
Yeah. Okay. So I need more information. What do the walls look like?
You
Are they
can't-
basement walls?
At the moment, you can't see the walls beyond the wall behind you and the wall stretching out to the right. It literally just looks at the moment like an open black space filled with these pomegranates descending from and it is like a maze extending beyond.
Can I touch the pomegranates?
You can touch one of the pomegranates. Yeah, you could try to.
Can I touch all of them though? Like, are they low enough hanging that I can?
No, there's hundreds of individual plants. They're all low enough hanging that you could touch each one individually. Yes.
Can I? Okay. What I'm trying to do is what I do is oh boy, and I pull out a lighter and I pull out a lighter and I toss it to Syriinx and I'm just like, lights are about to go out. Do your best. I chuckle to myself, and I just go, "Brrr," and I just run through all the pomegranate plants, turning them all to gold. Tung, 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 tung,
Right.
tung. Everything.
Give me change the game, please. Whilst so you're doing change the game. Dante, what are you doing with your shotgun?
With a shotgun. So they don't respond to Lucia or
They
lead
don't
me to
respond to
Lucia
any of
or
that.
any of
The
that.
gun has wrestled from their grip. They are drawing their knives and they are advancing
If I
on you guys.
name drop, okay, before, yeah, I mean, I'm getting ready to fend them off, but if I say William instead of Lucia, will they respond? No?
None of the
Okay.
you say a series of names, just nothing. There's no response whatsoever.
Okay. So basically, what I do is I'm just like, I toss the lighter to Syriinx, and I'm just like, ha ha ha, I'm gonna have a fucking field day, and I just everything, and he's just yelling at the figures that are surrounding Dante. Come and get me, bitches! Your seeds are gone, and that's it. And
Okay.
now it's a change the game, right?
It's
And
a
I
change the
need to
game.
roll. I need
All
to
right.
roll sneak around.
You need to roll sneak around, please.
Yeah. So can I
Okay,
use
sorry,
wisp
go.
form and phase through solid matter since
Yes,
I
yes,
might
yes.
have to phase through someone? Can I also add slight paranoia since I am trying to get away from my allies? I do not trust them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, I'll allow it.
All right. And I think no clear leadership really comes into play here.
Definitely no clear leadership. Yes. You can
Yeah,
use
Man,
that
you
if
just
want.
bail every time, huh?
Do I
mark
do I get
attention?
the +2 from them like not knowing who to attack?
Yes, definitely. Yeah,
Alright.
100% at this point.
Well.
It's going to fade after this point, though. Like,
Alright.
they now know who to attack after that shotgun shot.
Here we go. Sneak around.
Mark
Another
attention.
9.
Okay.
Mark attention, everyone. The crew theme. Okay, so the MC chooses. Ooh, fun.
Okay. I'm going to say that you, as you are phasing through everything,
The police go off.
I want you to leave something. I want you to leave something behind.
Ooh,
Leaves
that's an
behind
interesting one
sirens.
because I'm like in my wisp form. I don't think I've ever like.
Which means your
really-
wisp form is made up entirely of memories and thoughts and feelings and
Yes!
drives. So you can
Oh, I
leave
like
more
that.
behind than just physical things. You can
That
leave
is
something else
great.
behind if you want.
Okay, I am going to move away from the others, and I am going to leave something behind. But while I think about what,
Okay.
let the others do that thing.
Okay, and you're as you watch as Jasmine rounds the two men who are pulling out their knives and jumping towards you guys. What is everyone doing as the two figures are jumping towards? And Jasmine just rounds them.
Are both of them jumping at Dante?
Both of them are jumping at the closest person to them, which is one of them Dante, one of them Ned, because Ned is running through trying to change the game. Ned, can you give me a change the game roll, please?
Wait,
Okay.
okay, I have something to do. Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Isadora, do your thing.
I am going to change the game, but I'm gonna use it as a way that is kind of the opposite of Jasmine's thing, which is I'm going to use my mythos to sort of make the team a system. So it's like connecting points to like connect to us. So it's like a play. It's like we each move individually, but it kind of like
You're strategizing. You're trying to make a strategy. Okay. Well, how are you
my
going to?
mythos. No. I'm using it at like a play on a board. So it's like organize. It's not organizing them. It's syncing up their movements.
Okay, got it.
It's basically just trying to.
That would be change the game.
Tactician.
That's a tactician type movement. That will be change the game. Can you give me a change the game roll, please, as well?
If we're doing things simultaneously.
Okay. Yeah. Exactly. So I'm gonna use actions and pawns.
Yes, that will allow.
Giving rolls.
Yes.
Well, I'm not sure Life's system will work. Wait, where? Just I'm thinking that. Just a sec. Opening my character sheet. Okay. Well, okay. Lines and edges to like choreograph their movement. Does that work?
I will allow that. Yeah.
Okay. And something from the logo side. Manipulation. Does it work?
Manipulation. I will allow Oh no, not manipulation. No. You're not
Okay,
manipulating them. You're guiding them.
Then stubborn mentality.
No, you're not being stubborn here. You're helping people. Not stubborn.
Then fearless. 'Cause
Fearless?
I think one of those.
I would
think
say
it
fearless
works.
if you were jumping in front of like the action and trying to take some of the damage here. You're trying to guide people. This is more of like a control aspect rather than a fearless aspect.
I swear this is not just trying to make tags. I think just this works. Of
Yeah.
trying things that
I was.
the ability to understand, because this is putting them in a specific way.
Ability to understand. No, I'm sorry. It doesn't apply. It's more of a sort of. It's not really a tactical thing. It's a ability to learn and adapt. But no.
Exhaustion gives me a -1.
That's a -1. Yeah.
Okay. I think that'll work. Change the game.
Before we have the outcome of that, I also want to do something.
Okay, go for it.
So we're all doing things simultaneously. I never think I've. Let's see how a orb can still fly and float when it's heavy and falls to the ground. So I've never tried it, but I want to try it.
Okay.
As she's
I want
literally
to- this is
leaving us
important.
behind.
Yes, this is
The
very
pitch.
important because I had just decided on what I wanted to leave behind, and this might
Okay.
affect that. I want to leave behind a piece of my soul.
Okay.
Just 5%.
Not
As-
entirely, but yeah.
As Jasmine goes around the court, that you just see a shearing off part of her body sort of seems to float behind. A glowing blue part of her aspect seems to be left behind, floating in the air. Meanwhile, all this chaos is going on. Isadora, you can spend your juice as you will. Ned, I need to change the game from you as well.
Okay, so if you have help points, now's the time. What I wanted to... Okay, shamelessness, because I'm trying to call him out. The gold touch, and...
Shamelessness, no, this is not a shameless action. This is, gold touch, yeah.
Well, I specifically did the thing where I'm like, come at me, fuckers, I'm taking your pomegranates away. So would it not work? Okay, alright.
It's not, okay, keep going, yeah.
Alright, I would like to argue that as I keep smacking pomegranates and keep turning them into gold, the surrounded by wealth would begin to apply as there are literally dangling balls of pure gold above me.
I can't allow that one because that leaves a precedent for too much
Okay.
abuse of power.
Alright. So I have one. Okay. I will attempt to use... Okay. Would no reputation work here?
I don't see how it can help.
Yeah.
Well, okay. These guys don't know who we are. That could be part of it.
They don't.
Unless they do.
They don't care at this. They
Okay.
couldn't care less.
Never mind. Okay.
Yeah.
As a final, please, God, give me some extra status. Give me some extra boosts here. And pulls out a flask, drinks it. Now it's bar fights.
Fine, I'll allow
No.
that one. I'll allow that one.
Oh, we're burning bar fights?
Are we burning
Please,
bar fights?
please let me burn bar fights.
I'll allow
Yeah,
you
yeah,
to burn
have it.
bar fights.
Okay, and stabbed and exhaustion, I assume, are both going against me.
If you're
here.
burning it, it's burnt. If it's something, if the target's burnt, it's burnt.
Yeah, but exhaustion and stabbed, I have two negative
Or it's against you.
statuses.
Yeah.
And
Can I use my help point?
If you want to with Ned, you've got to help
yes,
him with that.
please.
Yeah.
It's currently a flat roll until...
But if
Okay,
it's burnt,
and-
it's straight. It immediately becomes 10.
Oh, no, I'm burning a crew tag, though.
Oh shit!
Right.
Yeah. Go for it then.
Yeah.
Okay, and does this happen before or after I change the game?
This happens after.
After.
Okay. So can I give the statuses first so we can like add them to it?
Go for them.
Yes, please.
So first, it's okay. Well, this okay, it's a status of fortified.
Okay.
It's ongoing, and it affects our entire group,
Including me?
What?
including you.
Did you roll 30?
Yeah.
Are there AoE effects with statuses or no? Because couldn't he, like, within the bounds of his power, just declare a zone within? If you are in it, you get fortified.
That needs to be like a dynamite.
It's
change
individual
the
one.
game.
It's individual one. It's 1 for 1. So you could fortify
okay.
3 people by using all 3 of your juice.
3 on me, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, although I will make this ongoing, I will
So it's gonna take 2.
it will be Dante and Ned.
Okay.
Ongoing is
Can I
is
say
the
something?
one on
Since
the
only
it's,
got
since it's
3.
Isadora,
Wait, never mind. I need to use.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that works. So it's like a status of 1 fortified.
Yeah,
For who?
For who?
On a mild success, you can't make something ongoing, right?
No, it's got to be a large
No.
success, but it's got to be I think you spend 2. No. Yeah, so you want to spend one on
can I give Herodine information before
Yeah,
he makes this
go for
decision? Since Isadora is a very keen judge of human character and can feel, Isadora would know that at this moment Dante is really not in need of help and wouldn't accept it particularly. Not that he's going to do it all alone. I'm not saying that. I'm saying he doesn't want being manipulated with. He's not in a state to be fiddled with. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't like being toyed with. And right now he wouldn't accept that help, even though it's like a benign form of being fiddled with. He wouldn't accept that. If you still do it, you can still do it. I'm not saying you shouldn't. But that would inform your decision. That's all.
He'd still do so. Like it's if I have 3 juice, right?
You have 3 juice, yeah.
So it's as a base, it affects 1 character.
But they're not ongoing.
Yeah.
3 on me.
So I'm going to make it a status of 2 fortified since it's emery, and use the juice that's left, the 1 juice that's left, to add Dante to the so it's like Ned and Dante are fortified.
Okay, so Ned fortified 2, Dante fortified 1. Got it. Perfect. Okay.
Fortified, okay, but fortified is anti-damage, so I'm not going to tell you what to do.
No, it's just guys, we gotta keep moving. Guys, we gotta keep moving.
Okay.
At this
Okay,
point.
sure. Never mind.
So, I'm not gonna dwell on this one roll. Keep going. So,
okay,
you're doing change the game.
Yeah, change the game. Power of 2.
Yes. Ooh, fuck. Okay, right. What juice are you doing?
Okay. Holy shit! I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay.
You can make it now with your juice. You could make it surrounded by wealth. Do you see what I mean?
I can make it, sir. That's pretty cool.
Because you are changing the game now to make everything gold, you could now make it now that you are surrounded by wealth.
Okay. Would that be both of my juices?
That would be 1 juice to make it, or you could make it surrounded by wealth too, which would be even better for you.
Okay, so would it require a specific status for this pomegranate seed thing to have an environmental effect on them? Because, okay, I don't really know how this works, but do they give a fuck that I am golding their seeds?
They do not seem to, and also as you are touching and turning things into gold, it seems like the plant is turning to gold. The actual glowing red pomegranate is not turning to gold.
Wait, so it doesn't even turn to gold?
They are not.
How does that work?
The plant itself turns into gold, but the actual glowing red fruit does not. It remains untouched.
Oh, you found a limit to your abilities. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Ned is incredibly confused and is, quite frankly, disappointed. And he will give himself to surrounded by wealth, too.
Okay, brilliant. As that happens, the 2 knife guys are going to both go for 1 for Dante, 1 for Ned. So I need both Dante and Ned to make a face danger. Whilst Elizabeth, can you give me go toe-to-toe with a Jasmine, please?
Remember to add the fortified though.
Yeah.
Add your
I got
fortified to it. Definitely for this
Wait.
roll.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Surrounded by wealth 2.
You're
Positive.
still muted, by the way, Syriinx. Oh, okay.
Okay, so is fortified still a thing now that I've used the roll that is on it?
Once it has been used, it's gone. The juice is not ongoing.
Okay.
There we go.
Holy
12.
shit.
Yep. So as one of them comes running towards you, Ned, knife extended, goes, "Ah!" As comes towards you with the knife, you grab him, and you were surprised by your own strength as you managed to hold him back from stabbing down.
That was
towards you.
Dante's.
That was Dante.
That's
not
Dante's. Dante,
That
sorry.
was me.
Dante does exactly that.
Dante, you step backwards, and as he's coming towards you, he stumbles, seems to trip on his shoelaces, falls face flat, and stabs the ground by accident.
Can I say at this point I just drive the knife? I just step on it, drive it fully into the ground. And are they wearing masks?
They are wearing
Are they
masks.
wearing
They are
masks?
wearing masks, yes.
I want to take their masks off.
You want to take their masks off? That's going
I
to...
want to take their masks.
I will allow it at this stage. I will allow you. So you're gonna reach. You can take the mask off the guy that attacked you, but not the other one. You tear it
Yeah, I'm
off.
gonna take his mask off and just throw it the fuck away.
The same thing happens as you pull it off. It's like the skin underneath is not seeing the air for a very long time. It is sort of warped and kind of disgusting as you peel it off and chuck the mask to the side. And he immediately goes from, he's like breathing with anger, and he sort of goes and starts breathing spasmodically as he's going to try and stand up and clutch at the knife that is gone, and try and get up and fight you again. What is Jasmine? I need that toe to toe with Elizabeth and Jasmine.
Yeah. But I want to check with power tag, so I'm using heaviness of the heart, using self-reliant, and I think in this case, because of the whole feelings coming into it, her abandoning us, and the small little piece falling off of her, I think a sense for emotions and a sharp eye would also apply.
Sense for emotions,
because she's abandoning us, and I know she is.
She is abandoning you.
He is, yeah.
I'll allow both of those.
Hey, fuck you, Jasmine.
Hey, I am like literally hoping this works out for you, really.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, makes for a better story.
Oh, 16.
Holy
fuck
shit!
you.
Hey,
Fuck.
Finally, a good roll.
As you
I'm
fly
you
away,
almost
went
Jasmine,
to the other
you
side of the
fly
globe.
and then you go, and you hit the ground, and you are not floating anymore. You are rolling as a ball of energy, just rolling across the ground. At this point, one of the figures on the ground, the only one that's got a knife left, is going to stand up and try and stab you again, Ned. Ned, I need a face danger.
Okay. So I have a question. I'm surrounded by wealth as a juice +2 status, but I also have it as a power tag on my curse of minus thing.
It's going to all count.
So, okay, it's all gonna count.
All going to count.
The way I'm going to defend from this is the umbrella that Ned has. He's gonna again take it out, open it, and turn it to gold in the exact same manner as he did to the jumper in the hot tub. So the gold touch would also apply, and that would make it a power of 3 if stabbed and exhaustion are going against
stabs
me.
and exhaustion are going to be going against you in this, definitely.
Okay, face danger. Please, I don't want to die.
It's gonna be difficult
Okay.
one last time. Can I inflict a status as well? Because I have 4 power.
Do it.
That is true, yeah.
Yes, you
Jasmine?
can. Yes, you can. Sorry, that's my bad.
No problem.
Yeah.
So I have 4 power, so I think I can manage to achieve my goal.
Yes.
And
yeah.
then I guess I can still also block counter attempts and then still have a tier of 2. Hell yeah. So I
Yeah.
do all of that and I give you a status of 2, a minus status that's just a heavy heart. Fuck you.
Wait, no, that's like power 4, right?
She's a power 4, so she's able
That is a 4.
she's only able to choose 2 things. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, you're only
okay.
able to choose 2 things. So, yeah, but you're...
Then I do my thing and then I do the
heavy
status.
heart. Okay.
Yeah.
Jasmine,
Heavy
you
heart.
feel this incredible weighty feeling settle over you as you are unable to float away at this point. And as that happens, the last of the I'm going to say at this point, with Ned, you blocking this face danger, I'm going to pretty much say you guys are able to deal with these tasty boys pretty easily after that point. As his knife slams into your golden umbrella and you just bounce up into his face, you knock him backwards. And
Dante probably breaks this one's mask with a shotgun or something at this point.
I want to. There's okay. So first of all, I'm very proud that we got 2 double sixes in a row. But one thing I would like to do. This can even be off the back of the face danger. But I would like to turn Jasmine's soul, the piece of gold, into a piece of gold. The 2% she left behind. I want to just bonk it and take it.
No, you don't. No, you don't. We're gonna compete for that.
A piece of her soul. Can I make sneak around? Can I make sneak around?
We're gonna compete for that one because I was fully going for Jasmine and picking that up on the way. So we're competing for that.
So was I.
Everybody wants a piece of Jasmine. How cute.
I tell you, right. So as Jasmine's floated away and she's just rolled to a stop someplace ahead, as she comes to a stop, and you've dealt with the tasty boys, knocked them out and finished them off. There's a long silence, and in which you hear the voice in the distance that goes, "Naughty little meddling shits!" And then there's this silence between that, and you hear what sounds like a shh of steam coming into this room now. As that sound begins to surround all of you, this shh of what feels like hot air coming into this room. I need a go toe-to-toe between Dante and Elizabeth. Not Dante, sorry.
What?
Elizabeth and...
What
is wrong with my brain?
Yeah.
A name
You can just call me Your Majesty.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Your Majesty and Elizabeth are going...
Just
Okay.
put a post
Wait,
on your screen.
that sounds so wrong. You're from Northern Ireland.
Oh, I don't know why that sounds wrong. I'm ignorant.
Your
All right.
Majesty Elizabeth?
Nay, don't you
know
say
why
to me,
that sounds
nay.
wrong?
Hey, Northern Ireland respects the Queen, all right?
Oh, no.
Dude, okay, so the Surrounded by Wealth, the extra 2 bonus ones I made from Change the Game, they're gone now, right?
They're gone now. That is, juice is gone.
All right.
Fortified gone as well?
Fortified, it was temporary. Yeah, it's gone.
Okay, the basic Surrounded by Wealth power tag I have is still active, right?
Yeah.
And the gold touch is still active because I'm trying to gold it.
You're trying to gold Jasmine's soul.
Yeah.
No.
I'm trying to.
You
what
cannot.
the fuck?
No, you cannot gold.
How else would I interact with it then?
You're not going to be golding it. I'll tell you that.
What the fuck? Okay.
He's already got a golden soul.
Oof, no, you don't.
No, she doesn't.
I'm incredibly disappointed.
I'm not gonna use any power attacks because I don't think any of them count there, and I'm even gonna use a weakness stack for Lone Wolf.
Yeah, I'm gonna
mark an attention for Lone Wolf, please.
You know what? I'm going to give you use my help point for you, because out of all the people in this group, Jasmine felt the most trusting of Elizabeth.
Ned's offended by that, even though he doesn't know this. Okay,
Oh,
so
I'll accept
okay, so
it.
I just need this for me as a player. How the fuck do I interact with this thing if it's not a solid object?
You'll see. Just,
Okay.
You're trying to grab it. You don't know. You're trying to grab it. You have no other.
Would stabbed and exhaustion still work against me?
Exhaustion, yes.
Okay.
Stab, no.
Okay, so this is a wondrous turn of events. I have a -1, I have a +2, and can I use keeping up appearances?
Why?
Because I am not doing this in front of... Well, actually,
Nah.
I'm just... Okay, never mind. Fuck, I'm scared. I don't want Elizabeth to be mad at me again.
Hey, it's too late for that.
Well, go toe-to-toe. Time to lose.
Right.
10
You
and a
both
9.
lunge for it, and Elizabeth's fingers brush it first. And as that, it slips into her hand and is gone. And as it does, you are all surrounded by this shh noise surrounding you from all sides. What are you doing? What is everyone doing at this point?
Dante will pass the shotgun to someone else, basically, whoever will take it.
Yo, I don't care about a shotgun. I want to get out of this room.
Yeah. But on the way out, who's gonna take it?
Me?
No,
Who the
I
fuck?
pick up Jasmine.
He's gonna
I don't
give
want
it
that.
to. He's gonna
No
give it to Isadora. Stay careful now. Kind of look Isadora in the eyes and say, "So is that what you were doing back in the penthouse, trying to help?"
He just was it really trying? It succeeded.
I wish you had. He gives the shotgun and says, "I don't really trust myself with this thing," and walks out the room.
He
Okay.
takes
You
the
walk out of
shotgun.
the room. Where to?
You are stuck.
Yeah.
At the moment you are in the
Can I-
basement, you have no idea where the exit is. The only route you came
We
from is
don't know.
behind you. You are just in
All
a
right,
very
let's
large basement,
investigate.
and you are
Let's find a
surrounded
place.
by plants. And the only thing you heard
Yeah.
is in the distance this manic voice, and that's it. This manic, crazed voice, and
Oh, we're in the basement
That's all
still.
you
I thought we
know.
walked out of the basement onto like
No.
some. Oh,
You know,
Okay,
my
so-
bad.
I think it's fair that we want to find a way somewhere
Yeah.
forward where we
you're
weren't
going somewhere
before.
forward from
Yeah.
where you were
Go
before.
out.
Yes,
Yeah.
go for it. What are
Yeah.
people doing as they try to? Are you trying to run forward through this?
So
Well, I want to do that, but I just want to stand over Jasmine as we take like a few steps and just say like, you know, the feeling won't disappear when you turn to your human form, but feel free to, and then turn back. And then investigate.
Imagine she turns human form, just face down on the ground, just like can't move.
yeah, well, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
As
I'm
you know,
Elizabeth. If Elizabeth's gonna investigate, I'm gonna use a health point.
Oh no! I'll gladly use a help point for you, bud. I'll gladly use a help point for
Alright,
you
alright.
and not do it myself.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, with your roll
And
up.
as Jasmine, you form back into
Yeah.
human form on the ground. The taste of dirt in your mouth. As Elizabeth steps over you and moves past you.
Do I see anything like a
Whoa.
door on this side of the room?
All
Because
you
I
can
managed
hear
to
is-
move past the others.
Are you
move
ready for
slightly
me to
past
just?
the others? At the moment, you're in the center of the thing, or you can. No, you can't see any door or anything at the moment.
Are you ready for me to try and justify reoccurring patterns in this?
Try and justify it. Go on.
Plants have to grow in a specific direction,
No, they don't.
and Dante would. Nah, goddamn you. Yes, they do, but
these
apparently
ones.
these don't.
These don't.
These don't. So, okay, I just have my broad tag. Wait, I did take a look at this building in Google Maps and
You
stuff,
did.
so I'd at least know like how far away from the center and stuff we
Yeah,
were, right?
you will.
And where we could go. Does that help me at all?
Yes. How are you going to use it?
Just look for a direction, know where to go in this
I
sprawling
will
basement
allow
of mine.
Google Maps tag 1.
Okay. Temporary Google Maps tag 1.
And you get my help point.
Oh, cheers, mate. All right, let's go. Investigate.
Right.
What did I roll?
Ooh, 9.
9.
Okay. Right. You start running through it and through this maze of pomegranate seeds that are all around you. As you push through them, you can see what looks like to be a light in the center of this area. And you realize this basement is huge. You're quite unsure how they managed to build such a large open space without any walls or any support beams or anything holding it up the larger part of the theater above. But somehow they managed it. And as you're running through, you can hear a voice sort of in the distance that's not saying anything in English, but sort of muttering between languages far off. And as you run through it, you can just see that there's a light in the center of this room, and a set of stairs that are coming down. And that seems to be the way out.
Wait,
The way
stairs
up?
coming down? Are they appearing?
Yeah, as in like they're
So
coming down
I
from the
don't-
ceiling.
Okay,
Oh,
I
okay.
have 3 clues, but you basically give me one like decent clue for all
Yeah.
3, right? Is what I'm saying. Okay, cheers. All right, so Dante will like kind of gesture to the others that we found the way up. He'll say, I'm going up and just head up the stairs.
Decent plan. I like it.
There's nothing else to say.
What did you say?
Just said I'm going up. He didn't say much. Just said I'm going up.
Okay.
And headed up the stairs.
Okay.
Okay. Is the door now? This is understood. Is the laughing still going on?
Yep. There is a voice
Okay.
still going on, and there's a laughing still continuing.
Isadora. So Isadora tries to find it. So it's like, from outward look, it looks like he just stops and stands there. But from his eye, it's like when you go, it's like the camera zooms into his point of view. It's just something that seems like a.
Give me an investigation check. Give me a quick investigation check. Give me what tags are you
I'm
employing
using
here?
the weakness tag, missed the detail, because it seems like a lot of area.
Oh hell yeah!
Fuck yeah! It's okay. So, I suppose it would be lines and edges, and seeing the board.
No, seeing the board, yes. Lines and edges, no.
Okay. And miss the detail.
No. So
Wait,
miss
no,
the deal,
I mean,
yes. Miss the detail, yes. It's in like, yeah, you won't miss a deal. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I use my help point on Isadora for
You
this?
can use your help point in this story, yes.
Okay.
So I'm just using one.
No, wait. I help you, so you get a +1, right? Because it evens. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Hey, Matt, we're sorry for derailing this like this.
Dude, half of this has just been discussing roles.
So this is gonna be a flat out roll.
Go for it.
I kind of want it. I mean, let's go.
5.
Right. Okay.
It's actually a 6.
You start.
it's a
You
6.
start looking around desperately as you can. You see a flash of moving between some of the pomegranate seeds. That's it. As you run.
Wait,
for
I
the
actually
exit.
see something?
You see just a spasm of movement out of sight. If anything, it makes you more confused as you run for the exit. As you guys make your way up the stairs.
Am I even capable of doing that? With all the,
you're able to at this point once you're in human form and you're able to to stagger your way up.
Not a nice feeling.
And as
not
you
a nice feeling, no.
As you manage to pull out your way up, you make your way up the stairs, go through the doorway, and find yourself in the reception of the opera house. A large red carpeted room immediately greets you. The door which you came out through seems to be what looks like a maintenance door or a staff door of some kind. There is 2 sets of stairs that rise up in a circular pattern reaching up towards the higher levels of the opera house. There's a reception desk, and there is standing by the door, the main door in which you failed to get through, Jasmine, standing there is a very tall, very muscular, white-haired man with white hair and a white beard who turns around, and as he sees you, he goes, "What the fuck are you doing in here?"
Is he alone?
He seems to be alone. And
I
he has
went there up
tiny
alone, right? For now.
specks of gold in his hair.
No, we came after you.
Yes.
I could
And his
ask you
beard.
the same
And as he
thing.
begins to see each of you
Is this
guys
all
come
of
up,
us?
he sees you come up one by one, and then he sees Ned, and he goes, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And as he says that, ice begins to form into his hands, and a giant axe made out of ice begins to form into his hands. He goes, "Taitoi!" And you see behind you, as you guys come out the entrance, there's a noise of a whisper noise, and you hear, "I'm here, I'm here." And you see standing behind you is a rat-faced, twisted man who is holding a scythe, and a mask covers his face, most of his face that is gasping through thick blue gas that is sort of pouring out of it. He has a long, thick, curved scythe in his hand, and he's blocking the way you just came from. William...
Is Lucia nowhere to be seen?
Lucia is nowhere to be seen. William Redknuckle holds his axe to get out and goes, "I'm gonna fucking kill you."
what I'm gonna do is as he makes the axe, one thing, just please tell me if this works. As I was still in the basement before I came up, I plucked like 1 or 2 pomegranate seeds, full ones.
You'd have to say before. You'd have to say
Okay,
before.
never
I'm
mind,
sorry,
never
man.
mind. I'm sorry, I was going to, but then it all
sorry.
happened.
Sorry.
Alright.
Yeah.
So Ned holds out his goldified umbrella with a knife in it, like stuck halfway through, and he's just like, "I challenge you to a duel."
A duel. This is going to be a fucking slaughter.
Good luck, and I run.
What is everyone?
I don't. Okay. Fuck. Okay, do some.
Jasmine, what are you doing?
I lift a very weak finger up to him, towards him, as I say, "You, I'm going to need answers. We know each other, right?"
I'm sorry.
You know me, right?
Know you?
I should know you.
And you see his face seems to sort of stop for a second and he dawns on him. He goes, "You're Joseph Spratt, aren't you?" Well,
yeah,
that's a surprise. Well, I know you.
How do I not remember you? What's your name, please?
My name is William Red Knuckle, and I'm going to be the last thing you ever see. He takes his axe and he goes, "I'm not your blood relative, Jasmine, but I'm going to show you a lot of blood tonight." And he begins to stride towards you.
As he does this, I want to do a thing, okay? As Ned has run to the side, he has taken off his shoe, turned it into gold, and fucking hucked it at the back of his head.
Right. As that happens, William Redknuckle's going straight for, whilst the figure behind with the scythe is going to be going for, who is at the back? Oof, Jasmine.
Isadora, but he has a shotgun, so it's fine.
I think that's where we're going to have to leave it tonight, guys.
No.
What? Are you kidding me?
I still don't understand. Dude, I don't understand what the fuck is going on.
Oh, we took so much time to get to even the base point.
I'm sorry.
But I mean, it was kind of worth it. It was
Absolutely.
so extremely fun
Oof.
getting there.
Dude, that was... Oh my god.
It took a while, but whoa.
It was so worth it, okay?
I'm
It was
so
so
disappointed
cool.
I didn't get the soul piece.
I got a motherfucking soul piece. Hell yeah, fuck you.
Yeah,
Ned.
you got a piece of
you.
the skull.
Next time you leave
7
behind
more
a little...
days? Are you kidding me?
7 days. Hey,
gold in his beard. The gold in his beard. Fuck.
That's basically fan service for you specifically. You
Yeah.
know that?
No.
Like, we took a
No.
long time, but honestly, it was like, okay, we took a long time for roles, but I don't think it was like uneventful.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No. It was genuinely. It was important stuff. It was. I didn't foresee it was going to take that long.
Right?
You got a lot,
Yeah.
like a fucking around time, like for like 5 hours.
Geek it out.
But it was
Hell yeah.
it was good fucking around time. I thought it was good fucking around time.
Man.
So, how has the crew grown this session?
I think we take a crack. I think
Nah.
we take a crack. Yes.
I'm sorry, but I
Well,
think
didn't
take
you
a
use
crack.
it? No. She used Jasmine in character used no clear leadership, right?
So
Yeah. So we
what
gained
about
attention.
Ned snitched. Dante yelled at him about it. Accused Jasmine. Jasmine was elusive and still didn't answer all of Dante's questions.
Jasmine tried to leave
Tried
us.
to fuck off.
Yeah.
Elizabeth stopped her.
Elizabeth annoyed Isadora.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm sure. So,
I think we take a crack.